we're going to work 10 single crochet. That's in US terms. In the UK terms they would call it double crochet, so SC is American and DC would be the UK. So if you get your hook through the stitch again and wrap your yarn around for your tension. So with a single crochet you're going to skip the first stitch here, or the first chain, and you're working into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain and then this is the second chain. So we're going to put your hook into the top of that, just through one loop, push it through, grab the yarn, pull it through to the other side, then wrap the yarn around your hook again and pull through both loops. Okay, so do that again. You can see that that stitch is now sitting in that chain. So we're going to work into this next chain here. So insert your hook, wrap your yarn around, pull through, yarn around again and pull through both loops. So now we have 2 stitches. So when I talked about having the stitch markers, the reason I want to do this is sometimes because when you're working with single crochet it's easy to miss that last stitch. So what we're going to do is just going to put the stitch marker in that first stitch so that you know to work into that stitch whenever you're working back in the opposite direction again. So let's move forward. So insert your hook through the next chain, wrap your yarn around, pull through, yarn around and pull through both loops. Okay, and again insert your hook, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around again and pull through both loops. And again insert your hook, wrap the yarn around and pull through, wrap the yarn around and pull through both loops. And the next one, oops, insert your hook, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around again and pull through both loops. Insert your hook, wrap the yarn around and pull through, wrap the yarn around and pull through both loops. Insert your hook, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around and pull through both loops. Insert your hook, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around and pull through both loops. And then we're now at our final chain where we started off with our slip knot. So insert the hook, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around again and pull through both. So this is our first set of stitches. I'm just going to count them here so you can see along the top they create a little V again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 single crochet. So you do a turning chain at the end to give you your height. So turn 1 or chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to work into the top of the stitches. So we're going to work into through both of the loops on the top of the stitch there, both of the V's shape. So we've done a chain 1 to turn, so we're just going to insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull through, grab the yarn and pull through 2. So this is your first stitch. We'll do a second one here and then we'll put the stitch marker in. So it's just the same as before, so I'll put my second stitch marker in. Oops. Sorry, I should have had this sitting. So we're just going to insert that stitch marker. I put it through both of the lines of the V there, just to remind you that you're working through both pieces of thread. So insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through, wrap the yarn and pull through 2. Oops. So it's harder to see from this side, but there is the V on the top, so you are working through both of those loops. So both through there. Wrap the yarn round and pull through both. Wrap the yarn again, pull through both. Insert your hook, wrap the yarn and pull through, wrap the yarn round and pull through both. Just keep working through to the end. Oops, I've only got 1 there, so I need to make sure it's both. These stitch markers are maybe a bit heavy for this start of the project like this, but so we're at the last stitch here. So very often you can lose these end stitches, especially when you're working with single crochet. So insert your hook in there, wrap the yarn round, pull through, yarn round again and pull through both loops, chain 1 and turn. So this is 2 rows of single crochet. This is what it looks from the right side, and this is what it looks like from the wrong side. You can see that it forms like a little shape. What I'll do is I'll fast forward and record another little bit that shows another 2 rows. Okay. Okay, so we now have 4 rows of single crochet here. So you can see that it creates like almost like a little indent there. So you would count them in 2. So how you count your rows is 2 and 4. So you can see the 2s, and that's on the right side. On the back side, you will see there's like a single row along the bottom, then a row of 2, and then a single row along the top. Now I'm just going to continue working the 10 rows for the swatch, and I'll come back to you after that. Okay, so what I have done here is I have continued to work on 1 single crochet into each stitch, giving us 10 rows of single crochet with 10 stitches across. So you can see by the little V's along the top, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches across. Also you can see that there's 10 rows, so you can count each of these sort of sections as 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and that's what it's like on one side, and on the other side you'll see there's like a single row at the bottom and a single row at the top, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 in between. So this is your swatch of your single crochet. You don't have to have the little swatch ruler, but most patterns will, when you're making garments, will ask you to do a swatch to make sure that your size of stitches works out to be the same size of stitches as the designer, so that you can be guaranteed to work the right amount of yarn and get the right measurements. So if I can try and zoom in here, you can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches, 9 of those little bumps in my 5 centimeter swatch. And then vertically, you can see that vertically you can see that there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 rows of single crochet in the gauge there, so it's 9 by 9. So that's what I get when I use a 4.5 millimeter hook for my initial starting chain, and a 4 millimeter hook with DK yarn. So if you want to go ahead and practice and get your swatch and find out what measurement you have for that, give me a shout through the Instagram group if you're having any problems, or if your sizes are coming out differently, and we'll have a chat about maybe changing hook size or work on your tension holding your yarn. Okay, thanks for now, bye.